realize that these goals are way more tangible than you ever thought possible.
What's up, everybody? For those who are new, my name is Marilyn Gomez. I am the Astrology Finance Coach. I teach online entrepreneurs how to align smart money management, their lives and careers with their astrology blueprint. Plus, all of the online tech tools that they need to learn to grow a business. If this is where your heart is, stick around because I have so much to show you. So this week coming up, March 18th at 12:12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will have the beautiful full moon in the sign of Virgo. All right, so what are full moons? Full moons are a beautiful time within the lunar cycle of culmination, of the peak, the harvest. This is a moment of reflection where you can look back and see all the work you've done and the efforts you've put in to grow this area of your life. Full moons can also be a time of release where you are also recognizing which parts of the process just aren't working. What's too much? What's excess? What is slowing you down or stopping you along your path? And how can we adjust and make it better? So this Virgo full moon will be highlighting and lighting up your Virgo house and that Virgo Pisces axis. So this can be showing you all of the work you've put in when it comes to your service-based business. This can also be a moment where you're recognizing the work you've put into your health. Maybe you've transformed your health or you finally found the solutions you had been looking for all this time. This can also be a time where you recognize how you are manifesting your long-term goals and dreams, and you're watching them just start to really come to life now. During the full moon, there can be heightened emotion. This is also known as a time when that big, bright, shiny light is lighting up the work that hasn't been done yet, or the road not taken, or the opportunities that have passed you by. It is also a time where we can recognize where we haven't done some of the work that we wish we would have. And this is the time to make those adjustments. The moon will be trine Pluto. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful alignment. The trine aspect, which is how the planets are communicating with one another. That's what aspects are. There are challenging aspects, and there are some that are supportive and some that are really supportive. So this trine aspect is a really supportive aspect between the moon and Pluto. During this time, you can feel an increased psychic awareness. Pluto is deep psyche, that deep internal knowing. This can also give you focus, like really intense focus. Where Pluto is, we can sometimes become obsessed. It's an obsession of some sort, really honing in on what you need. Pluto is also the planet that can bring in power plays into your life. Maybe this is a powerful new teacher, a new therapist that is helping you heal in some way, or just a powerful person that could be coming into your life at this point. And it could feel karmic in nature. What the moon in Pluto is really good for is sticking to your plan. Really understanding on a deep emotional level that you finally got it. You found your way and you're going to stick with it. Even though it can feel kind of confusing because there is another aspect going on in the sky at the time of this full moon. The sun is conjunct Neptune. So Neptune, although Neptune is supported in the sign of Pisces, that is his home sign, But Neptune can still be an energy of confusion, delusion, idealism, where you could be pumping up somebody or giving them credit, way more credit than credit is due, or this could be yourself. So stay grounded and know that this idealism energy can be floating around. Definitely give credit where credit's due, but also know that it could be a little extra or a little more dramatic than normal planets. So Venus, love, money, relationships, design, and beauty, and Mars, action, ambition, motivation, and drive are still working their magic side by side to bring in something new into your Aquarius house. Okay, so now for all 12 signs, I'm going to start to switch it up, you guys. I so appreciate you being on this journey with me as I dive into YouTube. I was dabbling last year, but I really wasn't too comfortable on the platform yet, but I know this is where my people are. But because I want to deliver more tutorials and more trainings, I am going to keep all of the videos together for the weekly signs, and then I'll be able to also upload a couple of extras to help you guys further. Okay, guys. So for Aries and Aries rising. Now, I still love affirmation cards, so I think those are important. Aries, your affirmation card is my potential to succeed is limitless. My potential to succeed is limitless. All right, Aries, so your Virgo full moon is happening in your 6th house of health, your day-to-day responsibilities, and your work, the work that you do on a daily level. This can be a moment where you recognize all of the work that you've been putting in into your health or into your work, into your daily structure, and you can see your progress. You can see how far you've come, or you can see those holes in your processes, and now you will gain the clarity to move forward with what you do know works. This is also a time where you can be called to bring back in some balance, some rest and relaxation, or your behind the scenes time, or your spirituality time, giving yourself that time to decompress because you've been doing so much work on a daily level. This is your moment to balance it back out. Great job, Aries. Okay, so for Taurus and Taurus rising. Taurus, your affirmation card is I exhale negativity and I inhale positivity. I exhale negativity and inhale positivity. All right, Taurus, this Virgo full moon is happening for you in your 5th and 11th house axis. So this is a culmination point of all of the work you've been pouring into your passion project. This can be a business that you've been working on, or just something that's really bringing you some deep joy. This can also be a time where you recognize how to balance your time with your children and the goals that you're chasing long term, or you're balancing your romantic relationship as well as the group associations that you are participating in. So, this could be a call to balance those two areas, but definitely giving you that big bright light that's showing you how much you've really done, Taurus. Be proud of yourself as you continue to move forward and bring in long-term success. Okay, Gemini and Gemini rising. Your affirmation card for this week, Gemini, is energy is amazing. It fuels me and those around me. My energy is amazing. It fuels me and those around me. All right, Gemini. Your full moon in Virgo is happening in your fourth house of home and family. The fourth, 10th house axis. So, fourth house, this can be a time where you're really recognizing the work you've been pouring in to your family relationships. This can be the work you're pouring in on a home front, how you're keeping things organized or finding a flow that works for everybody within the home, and you being the boss at work, you having more responsibilities at work. So, this big, bright full moon showing you all of the hard work you've been pouring in, what is working for you, and how you can let go of old, outdated structures that aren't working and bring back in balance between your career life and your home life, how you are balancing your private life and your public life. Okay, Cancer and Cancer rising. All right, my beautiful Cancer, let's see. Your affirmation card for the week is: a little progress each day adds up to big results. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Baby steps, Cancer. So, your Virgo full moon is happening in your third house of communications, third house of community, third house of short distance travel. Or this could be a time where you recognize all of the work you've been pouring into your communications. Maybe this is a writing project you had been working on, or just really improving something to do within your communications and how you're communicating with others, or how your thought processes are formulating those ideas. You can recognize now with this Virgo full moon how far you've come. You recognize what is working, what feels good to you now. How can you use that communication in service of some way? So during this time, you can feel the balance coming between your belief systems and your monkey mind. So finding the balance between the larger vision and the small, mundane little details. How can you hold on to your dreams and your goals, but let go of the outdated mindset that could be holding you back from chasing them or from grabbing them with both hands? Go get it, Cancer. Okay, for Leo and Leo rising. Leo, your Virgo full moon is happening in your second and eighth house axis. But your affirmation card for this week is: all my relationships are long term and offer a positive, loving experience. Oh, that one's a long time coming, Leo. All my relationships are long term and offer a positive, loving experience. Beautiful. Okay, Leo. So your Virgo full moon is happening, the second and eighth house axis. This big, bright, shiny light is lighting up your second house. You could really recognize how much work you've put into your self worth, but also your financial standing. You could have really taken hold of your finances and done the due diligence to line it up and organize them to set yourself up for the long term. Well, now is where you can recognize that that is going to pay off. You're doing it. You are resetting your financial future. There can be a balance in the money that you do spend and your investments. Maybe now you're freeing up the money that was paid towards debts, and now you can put it towards your long-term gains. These are the kind of culminations, recognition, realizations that can pop up during a full moon.
especially when it's along your financial axis. Go get it, Leo, and don't stop. Okay, so Virgo and Virgo rising. Virgo, your affirmation card for this week is I care and love myself enough to stop making excuses. I care and love myself enough to stop making excuses. So, this Virgo new moon is happening along your first and seventh house axis. So, this can be a realization of you balancing your time between relationships, both professional and personal. These can also be clients of yours, like people you work with one on one. So this could be a time where you see the work that you've done. Maybe you set a business in motion, and now you realize how much time you have to dedicate to your clients or how much time to yourself. This can be a time where you're ready to shift something completely. You're standing up as new you. Maybe you moved recently and you're showing up as new you in a new community. And now you're finding who you are and who you're showing up as in those relationships moving forward. This can also be a time where maybe you've just set a new contract. You put in the work and we're lining up something for your career, and now the contract is here for you. You've put in the work and now you're harvesting the goods. These are the kind of culminations that can pop up for you. Happy full moon. Okay, Libra and Libra rising. Libra, your affirmation card for the week is I am the master of my abundance and I create my own reality. I am the master of my abundance and I create my own reality. Okay, Libra, this Virgo full moon is happening along your 12th and 6th house axis. This can be a time where you are also balancing your day-to-day responsibilities with the rest that you are getting. Or maybe this is a call for you to be prioritizing more rest for yourself because you have been so busy working on a business, working on your work, what you're doing daily. This can also be a time where you're just feeling called spiritually to tune in. You may have recognized that that helps you come up with your next level ideas, or this helps you in your creative process when it comes to the work that you are working on. This can also be you starting a new service-based business that has to do with spirituality. So at this time, recognize the work that you've put in, Libra, because you have been doing the work, and this is your opportunity to see what is working, what isn't working, because we are talking long-term success here. So set it up for the future. Okay, so when it comes to Scorpio and Scorpio rising, okay, Scorpio, these are big shifts for everybody. I love it. I really do. Oh, Scorpio, this Virgo full moon is happening along your 11th and 5th house axis. This is a heightened awareness that is coming in around your passion projects, your long-term goals, your children. Lots of movement here. How are you bringing joy into your life? How are you moving forward with what's important to you and your soul and your goals? This big, bright, shiny light from the Virgo full moon is allowing you to recognize the hard work you have put in. Maybe you're even being recognized at this time from your superiors. And you realize that these goals are way more tangible than you ever thought possible. And now is the time where you can really start to move forward. Definitely use your best judgment. Scorpio, you are super intuitive, and that moon trining Pluto rules you. and Mars conjunct Venus. Mars also rules your sign. So these are important to know as you're moving through this week, manifesting your goals and dreams in intuitively. What do you need, Scorpio? Be honest with yourself. All right, guys, so we are down to Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. Sag, the affirmation card for you this week is I approve of myself and love myself just the way I am. I approve of myself and love myself just the way I am. Okay, Sag, so this Virgo full moon is happening along your 10th and 4th house axis. This is a time where you could be recognizing what needs to go, what has culminated within your home and family, where you've recognized all of the hard work you've been putting into your career life. But now you're given the opportunity to find balance again because your home and family life need your attention. They need your love and appreciation. Full moons can be heightened emotion around what isn't working within your public standing, within your career. This can just be a realization of what needs to go, what needs to stay, and you finding your balance and your flow again between how you're showing up in your career and how you are in your private life, your home and family. Come a long way, Sagittarius. Be proud of the work you have poured in. It may feel like there is a long way to go, but this Virgo full moon is giving you clarity and let me say it, and powerful sustainability to keep going for the long term. Okay, so Capricorn and Capricorn rising. Your affirmation card for this week is drive and ambition will allow me to achieve my goals. That's so Capricorn. My drive and ambition will allow me to achieve my goals. Yes, it will. And you are up for the challenge. Okay, Capricorn. So this Virgo full moon is happening along your 9th and 3rd house axis. This is the communication axis. You are recognizing the belief systems that are interfering within your communications. Or maybe this is a time where you had been working with a coach, or you are working on a course or class of higher learning of some sort, getting a degree, or putting in the work when it comes to your higher education. And this could be the time where your belief systems are finally matching your mindset. It can be a point in time where maybe you've recently completed a course, or you've just completed a semester at school, and you're finally able to maybe take a short distance trip. This can also be a moment in time where you're recognizing the larger vision, your higher mind. And now you can hone in on the smaller details, on how to bring your huge, large vision, those ambitious goals that you're chasing, and bring some practicality to your vision. Go get it, Capricorn. Aquarius, your affirmation card is happiness begins with me and me alone. I have the power to create my own happiness. Wow. These cards are like aligned with what the houses are. Happiness begins with me alone. I have the power to create my own happiness. Yes, you do. Okay, Aquarius and Aquarius rising. Aquarius, this Virgo full moon is happening along your 8th and 2nd house axis, which are your financial houses. This is a time where you could really recognize the work that you've been doing with clients and how your business is really transforming, how your client work has been picking up or transforming. And so now you can really celebrate and bring back in some balance. Maybe this is giving you some additional self love that you're pouring back into yourself. That's also second house. It's not just money. This is what we value, our own value from within. So recognize the hard work, recognize the need to release anything that isn't serving your long term vision and continue to show up because you're doing it, Aquarius. Okay, Pisces and Pisces rising, your affirmation card for this week is I am confident, self assured, and full of charisma. I am confident, self assured, and full of charisma. I love that. Okay, Pisces. So your Virgo full moon is happening along your 7th and 1st house axis. This is the relationship house, how you're showing up in relationships, but also yourself, house of self. So you're finding balance between how much you're giving to your relationships, how much you are giving in those relationships, both professionally and personally, and how you can balance that back out with understanding what you need on a personal level to feel good, to feel supported, to feel healthy. This can also be a time where you're recognizing that you're doing the deeper inner work. You're putting yourself first, as you should, before certain relationships. And it's going to be a heightened emotion around it. It's never easy to recognize when we need to start to love ourselves more. And you're doing the work, Pisces. Celebrate. Let this big lunar light show you all of the forward motion that you are making. Let me know what pops up for all of you. I cannot wait to hear all about it.
I am so excited. I have been working behind the scenes to bring you an amazing workshop. I have not only learned the language of astrology, but I have tested it again and again to prove the system that I have not only used in my own life, but I use with my clients to help them align their business, their life with success and satisfaction from their astrology blueprint. And I'm so stoked to share that with you. So stay tuned. I have been updating the website and I am letting you guys know here. If you aren't following me on Instagram or anywhere else, then I would encourage you to join me. And I can't wait to see you there. And if you have yet to download your free astrology reference guide, you can do so in the description box down below. Follow along. Learn all about the house significations, the planets, the points, the lunar cycles, and some affirmations to help guide you throughout the weeks ahead. I'm super excited you are on this journey with me of self-discovery and of ultimate success. Go get it.